66 million years ago, life on Earth woke up to what looked like an ordinary day. The skies were clear, the forests were alive, the oceans were calm, and the dinosaurs, the rulers of the planet for more than 165 million years, had no idea that today would be their last sunrise. Within the next 24 hours, the world they knew would be erased forever. Not by war, not by disease, but by something falling from the sky, faster than anything Earth had ever seen. This is the story of the final day of the dinosaurs. Chapter 1. The Last Morning. The sun rises over what is now the Yucatan Peninsula. A warm, humid breeze moves through the trees. A massive Tyrannosaurus rex stalks the forest edge, every step soft and deliberate. Nearby, a herd of Triceratops graze on ferns without fear. Nothing feels unusual. Nothing hints at the terror racing toward Earth at 72,000 kilometers per hour. High above the planet, a giant object, a 10-kilometer-wide asteroid, has already entered the inner solar system. But on Earth, life moves normally. Pterosaurs glide peacefully across the sky. Packs of raptors chase small mammals in the underbrush. Giant sauropods shake the ground as they move like living mountains. Forests are bursting with life. Oceans are full of marine reptiles and ammonites. Volcanoes in India, the Deccan Traps, are rumbling, but not enough to worry the dinosaurs. It is a beautiful world. A thriving world. A world with only hours left. Chapter 2. The asteroid approaches. The asteroid is still invisible from Earth. It's larger than Mount Everest. Its shadow alone could darken cities. It has traveled millions of kilometers. Its speed is so great that if you stood on its surface, a single second would throw you off into space. And in that final moment before impact, it reflects sunlight, glowing like a small star. For now, Earth's inhabitants remain blissfully unaware. But animals with sharper senses, some birds, some mammals, feel something strange. A vibration in the ground. A faint pressure in the air, as if the planet is holding its breath. Chapter 3. The Final Hour. The asteroid now tears through space toward Earth. 60 minutes. That's all the time left before extinction. In Mexico, a lone Triceratops lifts its head, sensing danger. In Montana, a mother T-Rex growls softly as her young feed. Raptors freeze mid-hunt, scanning the sky. Some instinct, older than the dinosaurs themselves, whispers. Run, hide, prepare. But nothing can prepare life for what happens next. Above the atmosphere, the asteroid becomes brighter. Brighter, brighter, until it outshines the sun for a split second. A flash no dinosaur understands. A warning too late to matter. Chapter 4. IMPACT. The exact second everything changes. Time. 0 seconds. Speed. 20 kilometers per second. Force. 10 billion Hiroshima bombs. Energy. Beyond imagination. The asteroid slams into shallow ocean water off the coast of Yucatan. A shockwave erupts, faster than sound, faster than thought. The entire region becomes a fireball of superheated air. Temperatures reach over 10,000 degrees Celsius, hotter than the surface of the sun. Everything within hundreds of kilometers is instantly vaporized. Forests vanish. Rock turns into liquid. Water explodes into steam. A crater forms, 180 kilometers wide, deeper than the Grand Canyon. Earth shakes like a living creature struck by a hammer from the heavens. Chapter 5. The first minutes after impact. The blast is only the beginning. A wall of fire, a ring expanding outward, ignites everything in its path. Trees burst into flame. Animals fall where they stand. Even stones start to glow red. The shockwave reaches North America. T-Rex herds are thrown to the ground. Raptors are lifted off their feet. Forests are flattened. In South America, earthquakes ripple across continents. In Europe and Asia, massive tsunamis rise, over 100 meters high, and begin racing across the oceans. Pieces of molten rock from the asteroid fall back to Earth as glowing projectiles, igniting fires on distant continents. The sky becomes a storm of fire. Daylight disappears. Chapter 6. The Firestorm. Within 1 hour, almost every forest on Earth is burning. Tiny mammals run through the underbrush searching for shelter. Many hide in burrows. Others dive into lakes or underground tunnels. Birds escape into the dark sky, not knowing where to go. Dinosaurs, Powerful, mighty, unstoppable, or helpless against a planet turning into an oven. For the first time in 165 million years, the dinosaurs face a force they cannot outrun. Chapter 7. The Darkness. After the fires comes something even worse. Global blackout. Dust and ash fill the atmosphere. Billions of tons of rock are thrown upward, forming a thick blanket around the planet. Sunlight can no longer reach the surface. The sky turns black, photosynthesis collapses, plants start dying, herbivores starve first, carnivores soon follow, temperatures drop drastically, the Earth enters a nuclear winter. The age of dinosaurs is ending. Chapter 8. The Last Survivors. Not every creature dies immediately. Small mammals survive in burrows where heat cannot reach them. Some birds, descendants of dinosaurs, manage to forage for seeds. Creatures that live in deep oceans endure the chaos above. But large dinosaurs, whether herbivores or carnivores, cannot adapt. Massive bodies need massive food, and in a world without sunlight, there is none. The mighty titans fall one by one. The last sauropods collapse on empty plains. Raptors weaken, unable to hunt. T-Rex, king of the land, dies not in battle, but in silence. A gentle snowfall of ash covers their bodies like a final burial cloth. Chapter 9. The Last Dinosaur. Somewhere on Earth, the very last non-avian dinosaur takes its final breath. Perhaps it is a Triceratops wandering the ash-covered forests. Perhaps a lone ankylosaurus struggling to find food. Or a dying T-Rex searching for prey that no longer exists. No one knows exactly which species dies last. But the moment it happens, an era ends. The world that belonged to dinosaurs for 165 million years belongs to them no more. Chapter 10. The World After Dinosaurs. Months become years. The dust slowly settles. Sunlight returns. Green sprouts push through the gray soil. Life begins again. But the rulers of this new world are no longer dinosaurs. Tiny mammals, the ones who hid, survived, and waited, now rise. They spread across continents, filling every empty niche. And one day, tens of millions of years later, their descendants evolve into creatures with hands, brains, and curiosity. Creatures who will one day look at the sky and ask, "What happened to the dinosaurs?" And they will discover the truth. A rock from the heavens changed everything. Not by chance, not by punishment, but because the universe is full of chaos and beauty. Ending. The legacy of the dinosaurs. Dinosaurs did not disappear because they were weak. They ruled Earth longer than any mammals ever have. They shaped ecosystems. They dominated every continent. They were the most successful creatures in Earth's history. And in a way, they still live. Every bird you see today, every sparrow, eagle, peacock, pigeon, parrot, is a living descendant of dinosaurs. The age of dinosaurs never truly ended. It simply changed shape, and their story remains one of the greatest ever written by nature.